The topic of my lecture is chemical parameters of soil. The following are the most commonly analyzed parameters of the soil from chemical view. The first and the foremost important is the pH. pH of the soil is the measure of hydrogen ion activity of the soil water system. It indicates whether soil is acidic, alkaline or neutral in nature. A change in pH of 1 unit represents a tenfold change in hydrogen ion concentration. Since the growth of plants suffers much both under very low, that is strongly acidic, as well as high pH, that is alkaline, correction of pH becomes necessary. Second parameter is lime requirement. The LR or the lime requirement is the amount of lime or other base required to neutralize the acidity. That is the total soluble and exchangeable hydrogen and aluminum ions from the initial acidic condition to a selected less acidic condition. The third parameter is the electrical conductivity. Since ions are the carriers of electricity, the electrical conductivity of the soil water system rises according to the content of soluble salts. The measurement of electrical conductivity is directly related to soluble salts concentration of the soil at any particular temperature. Next parameter is the organic carbon. Organic carbon is contained in the soil organic fraction, which consists of cells of microorganisms, plant and animal residues at various stages of decomposition, stable humus synthesized from residues, and highly carbonized compounds such as charcoal, graphite, and coal. The organic matter of the humus in the soil gets oxidized by chromic acid, that is a mixture of potassium dichromate and concentrated sulfuric acid. The unreacted dichromate is determined by back titration with ferrous ammonium sulfate. The amount of dichromate remaining after reaction with soil organic matter is estimated colorimetrically after removal of soil by filtration or by centrifugation. Next parameter is the organic matter. The organic matter content influences soil properties like capacity of soil to supply nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur and trace elements, infiltration and retention of water, soil structure, cation exchange capacity and soil color. Next parameter is the total nitrogen. The total nitrogen content of soils range from 0.02% to 2.5%. The surface layer of most cultivated soils contains about 0.06% to 0.5% of nitrogen. Available nitrogen. The easily mineralizable nitrogen present in the soils is known as available nitrogen. In soil, nitrogen is present as organic nitrogen, ammonical nitrogen, nitrate, and nitrite nitrogen. Major portion of soil nitrogen, that is almost about 90%, exist in combination with the organic matter. Only a negligible fraction of soil nitrogen, which is inorganic in form, is available to plants. Therefore, organic nitrogen mineralized to inorganic form is then available to plants. Next parameter is the available phosphorus. Phosphorus is another key nutrient found in soil. The amount of phosphorus available to plants generally does not exceed 0.01% of the total phosphorus. The total phosphorus in soil is between 0.02% to 0.10% by weight. Two forms of phosphorus are found in soil: organic phosphorus about 20 to 28% and the rest as inorganic phosphorus. There has been no report of plant absorbing phosphorus either from solid phase or solution phase of soil. Inorganic phosphorus occurs in several forms and combinations. Next parameter is the exchangeable potassium. Potassium is an alkali metal with a single electron in its outermost shell which can be easily lost, thereby forming stable monovalent ions. Exchangeable potassium is the major source of potassium to plants. It is present in relatively large quantities in most soils, averaging about 1.9%. The various forms of potassium in soils is classified into three groups on the basis of availability. Unavailable, 90 to 98% of the total soil potassium. Slowly available is 1 to 10%. And readily available potassium is 0.1% to 2%. Only a small portion of total potassium in soils is exchangeable, that is approximately about 1%. Exchangeable potassium ranges from 100 to 2000 ppm compared with total potassium values in the order of 1 to 2%. Next parameter is the cation exchange capacity. Now, cations are positively charged ions. These positive ions are absorbed on the negatively charged sides of the soil colloids. Cation exchange capacity is usually expressed in milliequivalents per 100 gram of soil. A soil having a cation exchange capacity of 1 milliequivalent, that is 1 milliequivalent per 100 gram soil, is capable of absorbing 1 milligram of hydrogen or its equivalent per 100 gram of soil. This is the total capacity of the soil to absorb cations onto electrically charged sites from where they are available to plants, but they are resistant to leaching. The cation exchange capacity is dependent on the texture of the soil. Next parameter is the plant available sulfur. Sulfur is present in soil in both organic and inorganic forms, although nearly 90% of the total sulfur in most non-calcareous surface soil exists in organic form. The inorganic forms are sulfate ion in solution, adsorbed sulfate, insoluble sulfate, and reduced inorganic sulfur compounds. Thank you.